On Buying and Selling, written by Kahlil Gibran, the Prophet Al Mustafa, responding to the merchant's request for wisdom about trade, he speaks of fairness, honesty, and the spirit of giving, showing that true wealth lies not just in profit but in sharing and dignity. Now, let's begin with the first paragraph. The earth gives us everything we need, like fruits, crops, resources. But to get them, we must know how to work for them and use them wisely. If you have the skill and knowledge to make use of what the earth provides, you will never be in need. Now, let me summarize the whole paragraph. God has made the earth full of blessings. If we learn how to work hard, use our skills, and make the best use of these blessings, we will always have enough to live. Now, let me move on to the second paragraph. This second paragraph means that when we share the gifts and resources of earth, like food, goods, and skills, with each other, everyone can live in abundance and feel content. But if sharing and trade are done without love, fairness, and kindness, it will cause problems. Some people will become greedy and take more than they need, while others will be left hungry and in need. Now, let me summarize this second paragraph. When we give and take from each other with fairness and kindness, everyone can be happy. But if we only think of ourselves and don't care about others, some will have too much and others will have nothing. Now, let's move on to the third paragraph. This part is saying that when people from different kinds of work, like fishermen, farmers, weavers, potters, or spice sellers, meet in the marketplace to trade, they should remember to bring honesty, fairness, and respect into their dealings, invoke the master spirit of earth, means to call upon the value of truth, justice, and goodness, so that what they give and take is fair for both sides. Now, let me summarize the third paragraph. When people trade in the market, they should be fair and honest. So, no one cheats or gets cheated. They should treat each other's work with respect, whether it is fishing, farming, or making things. Now, let's move on to the fourth paragraph. These lines warn against people who don't work but still want to take part in trade, giving only empty words in exchange for others' hard labor. Instead, they should be encouraged to join in real work, whether farming in the fields or fishing in the sea, so they can earn honestly. The land and the sea will reward them if they put in the effort. Now, let me summarize this fourth paragraph. Don't let lazy people take advantage of your hard work. Ask them to work with you, because everyone should earn by contributing, not by just talking. Now, let's move on to the fifth paragraph. These lines tells us the artisans, musicians, and performers also work hard to create beauty, joy, and inspiration. Even though their work may be made of dreams, it is still valuable. It feeds and clothes our soul, just like food and clothes feed our body. That's why their talent should also be respected and paid for. Let me summarize this fifth paragraph again. Musicians, dancers, and artisans also do important work. They give us joy and make life beautiful. So we should value and support their work just like we value food or clothes. Now let's move on to the sixth paragraph. This line means before you leave the marketplace, make sure that nobody goes away empty handed. The master spirits of the earth means the guiding spirit of fairness and kindness in the world. It will not rest until even the poorest person needs are met. True peace and harmony comes only when everyone has enough. Let me summarize the sixth paragraph again. Before finishing your business, check that no one is left without help. Real goodness is when even the poorest person's needs are taken care of. The moral of these lines is that kindness and fairness are not complete until everyone's needs are met. In any community or marketplace, Prophet Al Mustafa here, he's trying to tell the people we should not think only about our own gain, but also about the well being of others, especially those who have less. True harmony and peace in society can only exist when no one is left empty handed or forgotten.